I'm Emily, a normal 21-year-old college student like anyone else. Or at least, that's what I used to think. My story began quite uneventfully, when I secretly crushed on a senior student. His name was David, and he was funny, sweet, and incredibly handsome. I'd noticed him since my freshman year, but only recently did I feel like he was starting to notice me too. College life meant we often ran into each other on campus, at the coffee shop, in the halls, the library, and even at house parties. So at least he knew my name. This wasn't some pathetic unrequited love, where they didn't even know who I was. Now, every time we saw each other in those places, we'd smile and greet each other, and his gaze would linger on me for a few extra seconds. I truly believed that look meant he liked me too. And I got my chance with him. In high school, I was on the cheerleading squad, but initially, I hadn't planned on joining in college because of the heavy workload. But David was a huge sports fan, and he was on the school's soccer team. So I joined the cheerleading squad to have an excuse to be near him, as the cheerleading practice schedule overlapped with the soccer teams. My plan worked, and we started talking to each other more. Okay, they were just casual conversations, like how was practice today, or isn't the weather nice? Those might not have been deep conversations, but it was a start. Besides, chatting after practice while sweaty wasn't the best time for me to flirt, as it was hard to look cute with my hair plastered to my forehead. But getting to talk to him made me feel giddy and kept me up all night. To celebrate their impressive season, the soccer team threw a party. Of course, they also invited the cheerleading squad, but as a newcomer, I was pretty nervous because I didn't know many people. After practice, I was walking home when a familiar voice called out from behind, "Wait up!" I turned around and saw it was David. Though thrilled, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. I glanced to my right and saw a woman in a fancy black car staring at me. But as soon as I noticed, she quickly rolled up her window and looked away. It was a little strange, but I didn't care much because the guy the first liked was standing right in front of me. "Are you coming to the party? Bring your friends too. The more the merrier." David smiled at me. I stood there stunned, but managed to nod and say, "Yes, definitely." He quickly walked away, but didn't forget to turn back and say, "See you tonight." My legs felt like jelly, and I had to lean against the nearest wall to steady myself. Was this real? I pinched myself, and it was absolutely real. David had basically just asked me out, hadn't he? Then I realized something. David had gotten into the passenger seat of the black car with the strange woman from earlier. That was strange. I mean, who was she? Maybe she was his aunt or something, and she was looking at me weirdly because he'd told her all about me. My excitement quickly overshadowed my uneasy feeling. I hurried home to get dressed. On the way, I called Sarah, my best friend. David had told me to bring friends, and who else would I ask but her? Sarah was my best friend after all. We were inseparable. She often sat outside the field, waiting for me to finish cheer practice, and would smile at me every time she saw David talking to me. I told Sarah to pick me up. I didn't want to drive, thinking I'd eventually go home with David anyway, and if so, Sarah could drive herself home. We arrived at the party. Everyone was having a good time. Sarah quickly blended into the dance floor. I tried to enjoy myself too, but I couldn't help looking around for David, the sole reason I was even there. While wandering around, I also caught the eye of a very cute guy. He kept staring at me. No matter how cute he was, my mind was completely dedicated to David. After tiring my feet walking around the crowded house, I finally found David. He walked in with a red Solo cup in his hand, casually high-fiving everyone. He looked like he had an aura around him. He was so cool. He came over to me and was very friendly. Then Sarah appeared next to me and hugged me. David asked Sarah many questions, which I found really sweet. He was trying to bond with my friend, which showed how thoughtful and polite he was. Now that I knew David was nearby, I could finally relax and enjoy the party a bit. Afterwards, I went to the backyard to get beer for Sarah and me. I walked back inside with a few cans of beer in my hand. Sarah was gone, so I went to look for her. That's when I saw her kissing someone near the stairs. At first, I was even happy for her. My best friend was kissing a cute guy. But then I realized the guy she was kissing was wearing the exact same light-colored jeans as David, and also had his hair styled perfectly, just like him. Wait a minute, it was David! My best friend was kissing the guy the first liked. I was so upset that I dropped the beer cans and ran outside in tears. I sat on the curb, feeling completely devastated. How could Sarah do this to me? I looked up through my tears and noticed, far down the street, a black luxury car parked. How strange. Was that the same car from earlier? I came to the soccer team party, convinced that I'd finally get together with David. Who knew I'd catch David kissing my best friend Sarah? Now I was sitting on the curb, feeling terrible. Oh my God, tonight was a complete mess! I stared at the black car. Why was it following me? Maybe I should go check it out. Suddenly, a hand tapped my shoulder. Startled, I turned around and saw it was David. Thanks so much, Emily, for introducing me to Sarah. Don't worry, I'll definitely pay you back. How about lunch on Sunday? My treat! He winked and walked away. I sat there, jaw agape. Was he serious? He didn't even realize I was crying. What a jerk! I felt like I was about to explode. My sobs grew louder. I felt completely rejected. So that meant he didn't like me, he liked Sarah? Had he ever liked me? What had I done wrong? Worse still, Sarah knew I liked him a lot. Yet she still kissed him? I felt betrayed. I had lost both the guy the first liked and my best friend in one night. This party was awful. Suddenly, I remembered the black car, so I looked towards it. But it wasn't there anymore. I shrugged. I had more important things to worry about right now than some weirdo in a luxury car. My tears wouldn't stop falling. I was almost out of tears. I wiped my tears with the back of my hand, but it didn't help much. Someone sat down next to me. A guy. Hey, what's wrong? He asked. Through my blurry eyes, I recognized him as the cute guy who had been looking at me earlier at the party. I was too sad to answer. I just sat there crying and shaking. I must have looked pathetic. He took off his jacket and draped it over my shoulders. I can't let my conscience bother me for leaving you to freeze out here. He smiled. His smile was infectious. Even through my tears, I couldn't help but smile back. Whatever it is, you shouldn't let it ruin your night. You're already here, so you might as well have fun. This guy was right. Sarah and David were definitely having a great time, so why should I sit here feeling miserable? I didn't need David or Sarah. They could be together. I was at this awful party, and I didn't have a ride, so I was stuck. I might as well try to have fun. Let's go get a drink, I sniffled. I wiped my tears, and the guy helped me up, and we went inside. Turns out, he was really cute. His name was Michael, and he was a friend of one of the guys on the soccer team. I spent the rest of the party with Michael. We danced and played party games. It turned out I was terrible at beer pong, so I ended up pretty drunk from having to drink all that beer. I felt tired and wanted to go home, but how could I carpool with that traitor Sarah? That would be the most awkward car ride home ever. I couldn't stand it. Then, Michael offered to drive me home. I pretended to be hesitant, but I agreed. Who could refuse a guy like him? Plus, he had cheered me up tonight. I gave him directions and dozed off a bit in the back seat, then woke up just in time to tell him to turn left at the next intersection. After that, we'd be at my house. But to my horror, he sped up and drove right past it. Confused, I told him we needed to turn around, but he just ignored me and smirked. I was terrified. Then I yelled, "What are you doing?" Suddenly, he answered his phone. I heard a woman's voice on the other end. I stayed silent to listen, but I couldn't make out what she was saying. He replied, "Yes, I've got her. We're on our way." Was I really being kidnapped? I needed to find a way out. I thought about calling my sister to pick me up and jumping out of the car at a red light. I called my sister and whispered the situation to her, telling her to meet me at the gas station we were about to pass. I didn't hang up. I told Michael I've already told my sister. If you don't let me go right now, she'll call the police. He looked surprised. My plan worked a little, but not enough to make him stop the car. I had to move to plan B. Jump out of the car. Between now and the gas station, there would be 3 red lights, and I would have to brace myself to jump. Otherwise, we'd hit the freeway, and there would be no turning back. The first time, it was a green light. The second time, my hand was already on the car door handle, but I was too scared to open it. The third time, I had to do this, now or never. As we approached the traffic light, I closed my eyes and braced myself. Then he suddenly turned left. I panicked. He stopped the car and told me to get out. Confused, I froze. Then his phone rang again. I saw the caller's profile picture. It was a woman. She looked familiar. While the phone rang, he yelled again, telling me to get out. I quickly opened the door and fell to the ground. He drove away immediately. I tearfully told my sister over the phone, and though terrified, I managed to explain what had just happened. With trembling hands, I was able to send my location to my sister. Then I walked to find a well-lit place to wait for my sister. I was completely panicked until I got home. Once I had calmed down a bit, I started piecing everything together and wondered why he had done that to me. And then I suddenly realized the person calling was the woman in the black luxury car I had seen that afternoon. So that meant everything was connected to David. Was it because she thought I was David's girlfriend? But when she found out I wasn't, she ordered him to release me? If David was involved in this, then that meant Sarah could be in danger now. Should I warn her, or was that the betrayer's problem, not mine? I was angry at her, but I didn't want anything bad to happen to her. I don't know what this is all about anymore. What should I do now?